say, don't stress when I'm having some fun, and they don't guess if I'm feeling undone. Though I can't sleep now, I wonder if I like it better, like it better. We've been so unattached that I think I need to connect, 'cause can't fall asleep alone. I still need you on the phone. Yeah, I can't fall asleep alone, and I just miss the way you go. And I hate the way we left it, pretending being selfish, but you know I cannot help it, 'cause I'm not the best with help, but still need you on the phone, 'cause I can't fall asleep alone. Oh God, just a second, think I might have slept it. I'm the one who made this bed, I gotta rep it. Ain't no rest for the wicked or the selfish, but maybe there's another way to say that I like to outburst when I calls you. Ain't a thing that is called but a fall through. Got a couple nights and they are all for you. We've been so unattached that I think I need to connect, 'cause can't fall asleep alone. I can't. Think I still need you on your phone. I still need you on my phone. Can't fall asleep alone. I can't. And I just miss the way you go. Oh yeah. And I hate the way we left it, pretending being selfish, but you know I cannot help it, 'cause I'm not the best with help. Still need you on the phone, 'cause I can't fall asleep alone. Can't fall asleep alone.
Hello, hello? Oh my goodness, it's been a while. Let me make sure that everything is working okay. Let me know if my microphone turns into a robot. When is your next YouTube album reaction? Probably in a couple weeks, honestly. I just got back, so I haven't started editing the next one yet. I have filmed it, I just have not edited it yet. Hello, everyone. As we're all getting in. Where's my playlist? Why did I feel whiplash by no glasses? I know, it's like stapled to the streams now, I feel like. How have you been these last 2 weeks? I guess, since I've been gone. Actually, I don't know, 15 days? Since my last stream? When the glasses come off, you know it's serious? I don't think so, I think I just forgot to put them on. And then I noticed that my eyes are hurting a little bit. Hello, Andy. You give me a vibe that you like Final Fantasy. I don't think I've ever played. Actually, I know I've never played. But I've heard it's really good. I fell off a scooter the other day and a child laughed at me when they saw it happen. Oh no. Hope you're okay though. Okay, I prepared a little presentation, which is why I'm starting a little bit late. 3 hours late. But I hope you enjoy. Hello, Brad Buck. How are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna try really hard to stay centered. I have a really hard doing that for some reason. So, I'm back from my travels. I had a lovely time. First I did make a quick stop to visit my family, but more importantly, to retrieve this poster that I shipped to my parents to avoid an extra $60 in customs fees. Actually, should we? I want to unbox it, but I don't even know how to open this. TBH. I just brought it along with me to Mexico. And it was kind of funny because customs kept asking me what it was, and I was like, oh, it's a poster. It's a poster. And then finally I had to stop, and they asked me what I had in my poster. I said, or what the poster was. I said, MF Doom. And he said, what do you know about MF Doom? I don't know. But then when I left, he said, wait, he's dead, right? Yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace. I was planning on opening this on stream, but I literally don't know how. I'll figure it out later, I guess. Okay, so I wanted to give a massive thank you to Wren and Magbay for basically sponsoring my trip to Mexico. So I'll give you the rundown on everything that's happened. So I guess first I have to address this. This was my reveal pic on Instagram for where I've been. I think I said something like, goodbye Mexico. I didn't tan. In fact, I think I got paler. Yeah. Anyway. So for a little bit of context, some of you might not know, I'm not a full-time content creator. I also work for a company called Wren, where we emphasize collective action when it comes to climate change. One core feature of Wren is that members can subscribe to a portfolio of climate action projects, contributing to a pay-what-you-want basis month over month. In our main portfolio right now, we have 12 vetted projects, one of them being mangrove conservation in Mexico. And one of my roles in the company is to communicate what our projects are working on and sharing them with our subscribers. These are the 2 updates that I've written about this specific project, and I'll probably have another one soon about our team visit to the site. But for now, I just want to kind of go over the trip in a hopefully insightful, fun way, because it was really inspiring, really eye-opening. And also I have extremely bad jet lag that I'm trying to fight off right now. I saw that pic and fully thought you were wearing black Air Force Ones at the beach. Here, wait. I think they're just Adidas. I don't know why everyone is so tripped up about me wearing shoes at the beach though. Is that not normal? I hate wearing flip-flops because it just kicks the sand back at me. I don't know. It's pretty unhinged? What do you mean? Wearing shoes to the beach is a little crazy? What are you talking about? Remedial shoes at the beach is something else? Whatever. Also, you have the palest legs I've ever seen on a human being. How did you get even more pale at Mexico? Were you sockless at least? No, I have socks on. I just usually wear ankle socks, so you can barely see them. I'm not getting humbled. I will stick with it. I hate wearing flip-flops at the beach. Where was I? Sorry, I'm also kind of losing it because I haven't slept much. It was foot protection for the weirdos, you're so right. Socks and shoes at the beach. Okay, whatever, we're moving on. So we stayed at... Oh, hello Isaiah, how are you doing? We stayed in Baja California Sur, and I'll give you a quick geographical overview of the trip before we dive in. First, we flew into Cabo San Lucas. Can you see my mouse? This area? We didn't really explore there much, but there was a bar right outside of the airport arrivals, and we spent a lot of time there while we were waiting for our coworkers to trickle in. And also, I guess it was poor planning on our part, but there were a lot of spring breakers visiting. It was super busy, super full of mostly frat boys. Anyway, then we drove to La Paz, where our project partners are based, and we stayed there for a little while overnight. Then we drove the rest of the way to our project site in Magdalena Bay and stayed at a little fishing port village called Puerto San Carlos, I think. It has a population of roughly 5,000 people, but that small community plays a huge role in protecting the biodiversity of the area. And also, Andy, wait, are you still here? Because I included this. You said, I told you I was going on a vacation to Mexico on Twitch and you stole my idea, which is not true. I didn't steal it. I already knew it beforehand. I just had to keep myself from mentioning that I was going to Mexico. Baja California is so popular for spring beach, especially in Cabo. Yeah, it was really nice. So I understand why people go to visit. I guess we just picked a very busy time to go. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm a little out of breath. Give me a second to pause. My brother is leaving for a vacation to Mexico today. Parallel thinking. So someone on Instagram also asked, what did you listen to on the trip? And because there was a lot of driving, I think in total we drove for probably like 10 or 11 hours. It was a huge part of the trip. But we listened to a lot more music than I thought we would. I will say I didn't recognize some of what we were listening to, or maybe even most of what we were listening to. But at one point someone was like, we should play some Kanye. And I said only if it's Kids See Ghosts or College Dropout, because those are the only two Kanye albums that I'm familiar with, that I'm really exposed to. So we did listen to the entirety of the College Dropout, which I haven't revisited since my initial listen, so it was a lot better than I remember, honestly. At another point, we played like a car radio DJ game where we would take turns queuing up the next song, and I queued up Wait by Mags, and if you've listened to my Path Before Reacts playlist, then you might already have heard it. But I was just trying to keep the energy light, trying to keep the mood up. It's a really fun song. But the next person, I won't say who, but I know who you are. They queued up How to Save a Life by The Fray, which is a great song, a beautiful song, but a very depressing song for a car ride. Anyway, the car radio DJ game is basically like Russian roulette for a music reactor. I did get spoiled a little bit to Lil Sims and the new Beyonce, but maybe to their benefit. But oh my god, but maybe to their benefit. Because I liked what I heard, so now I have good memories associated with it, and maybe they get bumped up in my never-ending listening list. We'll see. Oh, and one more note on this game. I think I had some pretty good cue picks. I think a classic is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. I also played No One Knows, which is the only Queens of the Stone Age song that I know, but that definitely fit the vibe. My only regret for not showing my coworkers something was Ain't No Rest for the Wicked by Cage the Elephant. I feel like that's a pretty good pick as well. Would you hand me the aux cord? Little Sims is a good Mexico Drive vibe. It did fit very well. I think we also listened to a couple of the Metro Booming songs because I saw that there was a teaser trailer for something coming up. Which song? I wouldn't be able to tell you. I would have to ask my coworker, but it was pretty good. You gotta change the follower goal, by the way. So many people followed from the Kendrick vid. Oh, I have not even looked, but I'll change it after. For about as much time as we spent on the roads, I feel like we spent just as much time on the water. We rode around our project site, which is about 15,000 hectares of mangrove. That's larger than San Francisco. Mangrove forests sequester about 10 times more carbon than mature tropical forests, and they also store carbon for longer. Not to mention they're home to a lot of unique biodiversity. including some threatened and endangered species. Unfortunately, the largest threats to this area are like shrimp farming or ecosystem disruption due to shark and turtle fishing. That's why our project is out there monitoring and protecting the wildlife. And here I did see dolphins. I didn't get any pictures. I got a video, but it wouldn't let me add it to the slideshow for some reason. I am working on like a little vlog thing for like the wren social media and stuff, so maybe I can share that later after I've worked on it. We'll see. There are some sand dunes in the bay where we had an in-depth presentation on how the turtle monitoring works, and this is my coworker Hillary. She was helping with some of the turtle measurements. We also got to name this turtle. We named it Wren. I think it's just a black sea turtle. And afterward, we released it into the water. Fun fact, you generally can't classify a turtle's sex until they are about 50 years old and they reach sexual maturity. And we estimated that this one was about 35 years old, I think. Pretty small, though. We also monitored a second turtle after this, who was maybe 10 years older and like double the size. And the second one we named Sophie after another one of my coworkers who correctly guessed the weight. It was like 36 kilograms or something. And now our 2 turtles are tagged and in the database forever. How are they tracked? So they do all of the measurements, they keep records just like on paper, honestly, and then they snap tags on both of the back fins so that they don't fall off. I don't think that they've had too many issues with it being on the back legs, but if it's on the front legs, then they fall off pretty easy. But they were very friendly, surprisingly, and like not too scared, which I wasn't really expecting. Almost 80 freedom units. Very big, very, very big. Turtle fishing, yeah, unfortunately it's still very common, like culturally, for them to eat like turtle soup. I think it was the popular dish or like cultural dish in the area that we stayed in. But the goal is to teach the children and kind of make a generational change, that the turtles are actually very important to the biodiversity here and maybe we shouldn't eat them. So like how we named this one Wren, sometimes the kids who participate in these get to name the turtles after themselves. So I don't know, I feel like if my child came home and was like, oh yeah, I named a turtle after me, I wouldn't want to eat turtle soup anymore with them, you know? So that's kind of the idea, is a community generational change first. Hopefully that makes sense. Like I said, my jet lag is hitting right now. But the dunes were really cool. Unfortunately, I did not see a Zendaya here, but this is my coworker Taylor running around. They were huge. I didn't put the picture in here, but I posted it on my Instagram story of like the dune hills, like the massive dune hills. So that's fun. Embedded trauma smart. I wouldn't say it's trauma. Also, this is my little roommate. I think this is a common house gecko, but it looks a little ghostly. He was so cute though, I just let him chill on the wall. This is the ceiling. The perspective is kind of weird. He's like on the wall and this is the ceiling. He was very high up. But Sukasa is Mikasa? What's his name? I don't know, should we name him? His feet are so cute. I also got a couple of videos, but like I said, I cannot post those in this PowerPoint for some reason. Crazy how Dune influenced Mexico. Actually, it's kind of funny. I did watch Dune with my family when I went to go visit them beforehand, before the Mexico trip. Name him Bart. Okay. This is Bart. And of course, some food from the trip. I ate mostly vegetarian, so I didn't venture out as much as some of my coworkers did. For example, I actually don't think that I had any meat on this trip, but anyway, this taco meal was literally the best. It was like a little local taco stand, and it was so good. One of our project partners were really buddy-buddy with the owner, and they made us horchatas, and I think that Baja California Sur is really well known for their flour tortillas, which I ate by itself a lot. Like, I think every meal I just had like 3 flour tortillas by itself. But this was my favorite meal off of the entire trip. I also tried chilaquila verde. Sorry, my Spanish is not good. I also tried some veggie soup, but I don't know if it's specifically from Mexico. Also had these hotcakes, which I don't think are specific to Mexico, but what was different was that they served it with condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk with the fruit, and I don't think that I will ever be able to eat fruit by itself again because this was just too good to have it all together. Oops, was that? Oh yeah, I also wanted to mention that one night we did have like a fireside, like barbecue kind of thing. And for that, I just had grilled vegetables, but my coworkers were really raving about the octopus. They all tried octopus. Condensed milk is a cheat code. I agree. I mean, very common dishes in Mexico. Yeah, I only had it with the fruit, but I think one of my coworkers like just put it straight up on the pancake. Or on the hot cake, sorry. I also had a lot of Mexican Coca-Cola. This was the only one that I got a picture of that was mine, but I ordered it at pretty much every single restaurant that we went to. And I want to address this comment that I'm wasting the glass bottle flavor on this one. They poured it for me, okay? It's fine. And this was the specific bottle that I planned on bringing home with me as like a little souvenir, but it shattered on the last night. That sucks, but maybe better than shattering like on the plane or something. I don't know, whatever. I was so sad. Me and my boss Landon were just like cleaning it off the floor. I was like, anyway. Someone asked what was the best thing you did in Mexico? And I did want to mention that we interacted a lot with the community. With the fireside that I mentioned earlier, we also popped in to one of the local kids classes. Actually, some of the local kids classes. One of the classes was an English class, and I didn't get a picture because they're children, but they were all like 9 to 14 years old and just asking us all questions, and we would respond in English and they would have to translate it. So for example, they asked like, where are you from? And I would say, I am from France. And all the kids would think about it for a second and go, oh, is it pronounced Francia? And they were also happy when they got something right. They were all so cute. And even though my work focuses on the carbon and the climate side of things, our partners are really working from a community-first approach, which I admire a lot, because worrying about climate is actually kind of a privilege, because why would you worry about climate change when you're worried about whether your kids are getting a good education or getting good healthcare? So these things are really working in tandem, and being there, I could see how everyone really cares for each other, and in turn, they care for the environment. It was really inspiring, and I just love my job a lot. So that's about it on my end. This was a really brief overview, and I know that I'm forgetting stuff because even when I was like getting ready for this stream, I was like, oh, I forgot to include this and this and this. But I'm just extremely tired right now. I feel like I'm about to pass out. But yeah, I will probably be working on more engaging content for the wren stuff, including a day that I didn't participate in because I decided to hang back and work a little bit. But my coworkers got to see whales, and they went to like a little, oh, and sea lions. They also saw sea lions, and they went to a little island village. So anyway, I'm excited to share about their adventures then, and probably more wren stuff in the future. So thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Okay, that's it. That's all I've prepared for you. Tell Wren I said hi if they're hiring. We're not hiring right now, but we do have, I think we have a page available whenever we do open up spots. It's cool to see how much you love your job. I love my job, I love my coworkers, I feel very blessed to be here, so I do want to shout them out whenever I can. Oh, also I'm wearing the old merch. I was wearing our new merch actually in the last stream, and also I brought it with me to Mexico, and I wanted to do my laundry today, and I was too tired, so I didn't, and so I can't show you, but I just missed the TED Talk. That's okay. The VOD will be up, and I'm gonna hate it because I'm so low energy right now. And I forgot to fill my water bottle. Oh, please, you're fantastic. I can literally hear my voice, like, dying. Oh my god, that's another thing that I meant to include, was I saw your question asking if I got a QWERTY keyboard in the States, and I didn't, because I overpacked way too much, because I knew that visiting home was going to be really cold. Some of the Bay Area, the Magdalena Bay area, was going to be really cold as well, but then some parts like in La Paz and in Cabo were going to be really hot. So I overpacked by a lot, and then I didn't have room to bring anything with me, except for this poster. Should we figure out how to open it? You just got back? Yeah. Earlier. I don't know what day it is. Is it a tube with a lid on each side? I think so, so I think I can just peel this tape back. Imagining getting an office job in France and bringing my own keyboard for QWERTY. I think that's a great idea. Oh, you can just pop it off? Okay, you ready? Okay. I'm so strong. It's upside down. God damn it. Nice. So I'm thinking of putting it up here somehow. I literally don't know how, but somehow. I think it's so cute. I'm so excited. Oh, it just rolled up immediately on the floor. Are you gonna get it framed or just slap it on? I was thinking of just slapping it on, but maybe it's better to get a frame, honestly. I am just scared of it, like, falling. It's super. Next to the albums? Yeah, I'm thinking here. Oops, wait. Here. Is it official art? Or is it official merch? Yes, I think it's just from, why is the name blanking me right now? The label website. Why am I blanking? Rhyme Sayers. There we go. Yeah. I tried listening to Food at work, but I just get hungry. I had a pretty big poster that randomly fell after like 2 months using command strips, so I got a frame. Yeah. The thing is though, that this used to be in a frame, and then I left town for 2 weeks, and when I came back it had fallen and the frame broke. So I just put that on with command strips, like directly on the paper. So so I don't know, maybe it's too heavy. We'll see. I'll figure it out though. How's it going? Okay, so I did also have a couple ideas for after the presentation, which one would be to react to a few things that I missed while I was gone. So one of them being the Metro Boomin and Future trailer that I mentioned earlier, and I got a lot of requests on the new Untitled Unmastered video about a Jimmy Fallon performance, I guess. So that could be an option. And there's a new MrBeast video, and he lets you do reactions to his videos, so we could totally do. Oh my god. I had a dream during my trip that I won a contest to host a MrBeast video, and the concept was so... I was like, did that come out of my brain? The concept was like some kind of cuck challenge. I'm not even joking. I had to convince him not to go through with the idea because his girlfriend would be upset that he was doing this for content. And obviously, at this point, I don't remember the rest of the dream. That's just what I wrote down in my notes. I'm so sorry. I don't understand why that came out of my brain, but I woke up like so confused. Pat smiling as some guy loses out on another $800,000. Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me. Honestly, usually I don't really remember my dreams, but during the trip I had like 3 very vivid dreams. So the MrBeast video was one of them. Another one was I got in a fight with a friend or something, and that was really intense. And then the third one was because I have an ex-partner who lives in Mexico, and I wanted to like talk to them about the trip. So then when I woke up from that dream, I started to text them, and the number was green, which means either they changed their number, which I doubt, or they blocked me, which I don't doubt. So anyway. Oh my god. Dream journaling helps, I found. I used to. And I think we had a thread in the Discord channel about dreams. We would have to revive it, I think. But that could be fun to restart. Yeah, maybe it was the Mexican Coca-Cola. Text go green, you're so right. I had a dream where you bullied me once. Oh, I would never. If anything, everyone else bullies me. Just came over from your Reacts channel, and that MrBeast idea was the first thing I heard. It wasn't an idea. I'm not giving him this idea. I was actually telling him not to do the idea in my dream. Do you travel often? I try not to because I hate traveling, but for Wren, we try to do retreats because we're remote. So we try to meet up once or twice a year. But revive Dustin thread as a dream journal thread. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're moving on from the MrBeast dream, but we could watch the I Survived 7 Days in an Abandoned City. Oh, another idea that I had was we could watch episode 2 of Mr. and Mrs. Smith with the Twitch Prime thing, because when my throat is going out, I can hear it. You use that idea for your YouTube, 100 million views right there. I was thinking, actually, my coworkers and I were talking, I think if I were to do like a production event, it would be like a dating show. I think that would be really fun. Probably not a cuck show, but some sort of dating show. I think it would be fun. Why do you hate traveling? It's not, it's like a little complicated. I just hate the actual act of traveling. So like getting from point A to point B, especially living in Europe now, I feel like it's way harder to get other places that aren't also Europe. So I think in total, the flights to Mexico were like 15 hours or a little bit longer. So that's just not fun. And also I have a lot of anxiety about getting sick at the airport or on the flight. I'm not really like scared of planes, but I am scared of cars, and we did a lot of driving this trip. I hate that, but what can you do? Those flights have to suck so bad. Oh my goodness. I did kind of want to talk about my my return flight, because I did do a little tweet on the main account, a little rare tweet about my flight there. Maybe I can just pull it up. Maybe I should go get some water. I'm dying. Okay, maybe this is fine. So I said, which one of us is most normal for a 9-hour flight? A, the person to my left going through Barbenheimer twice. B, the person to my right watching every John Wick movie but skipping anything that wasn't an action scene. Or C, me in the middle listening to about 8 full albums in a row. And a lot of people were asking what albums I listen to. I literally just go through like the albums that I've done for past reacts and just listen to them as like a refresher, or some of them I do genuinely enjoy. So I aspire to be the John Wick guy. That was pretty impressive, honestly, to know where to skip. See? Also, it's been a while since I've streamed, so I think that it's just getting used to talking for a long amount of time. I did also want to talk about, usually I don't feel like I have like social anxiety or anything like that, but after hanging out with my coworkers for a while, I get really paranoid about how I act around them. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have talked so much. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. And I feel like those are symptoms of a little bit of social anxiety. Definitely feeling that from this trip as well. The worrying part is that it's probably not his first time he's done that. What I wanted to talk about on my flight back was, here, wait, I wrote this down in my notes because it was so bizarre. It was literally like main character energy. Okay, it's in bullet points, so give me a second. I noticed the man next to me was being a little off, so I tried to mind my business. For example, he asked for, oh wait, I can go back to full cam. For example, he asked for adult drinks when the beverage cart came by, and he was sleeping. I don't know how you sleep on a plane. I like to pull the pillow thing up so that I can like lean on it. But he was like, I don't know if I can, he was like this. He was just sleeping like this. And it looked really uncomfortable. And then I went to the bathroom, and when I came back, he decided to go as well. And I just thought this was a little off timing. Like, you should have gone while I was going as well so that not all of us have to move off the road. I mean, off the row. Then he lost his phone after putting it in his seat pocket. So I asked if he needed a flashlight. And so I turned on the flashlight and I pulled it out immediately. And he turned to me, he's like, "You're like a ninja." And so I realized, oh, he's drunk. Obviously, he needed someone to talk to. So I put my headphones away and he immediately started talking about his dogs. He was like flipping through his camera roll and showed me a bunch of pictures of his dog, which always welcome. You're always welcome to show me pictures of your dog. But I was like, okay, he clearly wants to start a conversation. So I put my headphones away. And then he started he didn't ask me very many questions. It was mostly about him, and that's why I'm okay with this. But he asked me like how old I was and if I was thinking about getting married soon, and I was like, no, not really. And he looked like relieved. He looked like so relieved that I wasn't thinking about getting married, and I was like, oh no. I think he has some regrets that he's going to tell me about. I was watching him go through his midlife crisis. He told me he was 48 years old. And I was like, oh no. He told me that getting married doesn't really change much in a relationship. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of how I look at it as well. But he was saying it in such a regretful tone. I don't know. Also, he said that he admired my demeanor multiple times. I was like, I have been ignoring you this entire flight. What do you mean you admire my demeanor? I didn't understand that. But he said that he wished we could trade places because I have a lot going for me. Like, and I said, I don't know, we'll see. And he said, no, we'll do. We'll do. He asked me if I was happy with my life and where I want to go. And I'll tell you my answer for this. I am very happy with where I am now. And that's great for the moment. And I'm just enjoying what I have while I can. But it does make me worried about the future because I don't want things to change. And I told him that, and I said, but I know things are going to change. And his face dropped. He's like, things are going to change. My God. Like, I know. It's okay. It's okay. I know. Anyway. It was... Did I already say? We were silent the entire flight until the last 30 minutes before descent. And then he started going so into it. And when we got off the plane, we were offboarding, and he goes, "Can I give you a hug?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And goes in for the hug. He gives me a fat kiss on the side of my cheek, and it felt like I was getting a wet willy. I was like, okay, that was non-consensual, but I will forgive you and move on. And I left him at the boarding carousel. I felt like I had to take care of him because I was like, "Do you have your phone? Do you have your passport? Do you have a luggage that you need to go get?" And I was like guiding him. Oh my God, through the rest of the airport. I was like, "Sorry, I'm gonna have to leave you here because I have to go into customs." Okay, I just left him there. So hopefully he's okay. He's going through a lot. But yeah, that was my flight back. He needed someone to talk to, but didn't want an awkward flight. I feel like it's more awkward to like not talk the entire flight and then unload and trauma dump for the last 30 minutes of the flight. I don't know, but I don't know. It also kind of gave me the impression that, no, it didn't give me the impression. He literally told me that I reminded him of his niece, and he told me that he doesn't like where his niece is headed. So I think he sees me as like the parallel universe version of his niece. So it was a really weird connection. Anyway. Anyway. I don't know what about me gives off this impression that I'm an easy person to talk to. I guess I'm just always listening. You are the niece you wanted. I really hope he's doing okay. But yeah, I just left him at baggage. So I will never hear from him again. I don't even know his name. He didn't ask me for my name. He just needed to talk. Sounds like he really needs to talk to his niece. I agree. I don't respond, but people like to share a lot. Yeah. I don't know. It was just so main character energy. Hopefully he gets the help he needs, I agree. The only reason I think that is mutual friends of all of our friends are easy to talk to. Wait, did I miss a previous message? Any tips for sleeping on flights though? I've got an 18-hour one to Shanghai next week. Oh, good luck. I think your best bet is to like stay up the day before and then try to pass out on the plane. That's all I can help. He didn't have any baggage because he dumped it all on you. Was this just some random guy I'm late? Yeah, it was the guy next to me on my flight back. If I randomly met you, I'd think you were a kind person. Oh, thank you. The thing is though, is that I was like ignoring him the entire flight because I knew something was off and I was trying not to make contact, but he still ended up making contact, so. Yeah. Oh, I said I didn't feel easy to talk to. Do not interact with main characters. Anyway, so that's my story for my flight back home. That and the customs guy being like, "What do you know about MF Doom?" It was so funny because he said, "What's on your poster?" And I said, "MF Doom," and I literally went like this because I was trying to keep myself from saying more. I was like, I don't know how specific I'm supposed to get. MF Doom? I don't know. I don't know why I did that. Could have been MrBeast. You did a good thing. I can't get over how weird the hug and kiss at the end were. Yeah, I don't know. The hug, I was like, fine. I know you're going through something, so whatever, but was not expecting the rest of it. Okay. Let's move on. I kind of do want to watch the MrBeast video now that it's kind of topical. It would have been better if we segued directly into it, but you know what? That's fine. When I went to France last summer, there was an emergency medical situation on both flights. There was screaming, not fun. Oh my god, I feel like that would traumatize me. I feel like I'd be looking... Oh yeah, get some water. You're right, you're right. We should take a break. It's only been about 45 minutes, but since my throat is going out, maybe it's fine. We'll take a little break, and then we'll come back and we'll watch I Survived 7 Days in an Abandoned City. BRB. Oh yeah, when I was in the States, I did want to get a MrBeast chocolate bar because I heard that there's a new recipe and that it's pretty good. But then I realized I don't eat chocolate bars. Forgot something. Thanks for reminding me. But anyway, I do have a cookie. Maybe I can just eat that while we watch. Look how big it is. Don't let me eat the whole thing, please. Oh, it's so soft. Okay, we're gonna watch I Survived 7 Days in an Abandoned City. Should I change the stream info? You've had a long day, you deserve it. Oh yeah, wait, hopefully you don't hear me chewing or anything. I'll just mute my mic. Reacting to MrBeast. Okay. Is it crunchy? No, it's super soft. Look at this. Why is it? Okay. Super soft. Also, I managed to not get any mosquito bites in Mexico until the last night. I got 2 on my hand, and I get pretty intense reactions. So for like 3 hours in the morning, my hand was unusable and bloated to like the size. It was crazy. Do you prefer soft or crunchy? It depends. Usually I'm more of a soft person, but sometimes, I mean, for cookies specifically. The only color you got in Mexico, bright red. Infection red. Beautiful. If you mute yourself, how's this going to be transformative? I'll be eating a cookie in the corner. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, generally though, I prefer crunchy things. Chips, crackers. Okay. Let's see. Oops. Let me... I don't know how loud this is gonna be. Or if it will load. I need an in-between cookie. I would never watch a MrBeast video unless Path was eating in the corner.
We just got dropped off in the middle of an abandoned city, and we're gonna spend the next 7 days here. And there goes our only way out. We are now stranded for the next 7 days.
Is this too loud?
Why are we doing this?
For content.
This once beautiful city was bombed and abandoned because of war, which means the only people here are us and our cameraman. At least that we know of.
So I guess we start off
How's
by
that so
getting off the roof.
loud?
But we knew that our first objective was to explore this city and find a safe place to call home for the next 7 days, which starts with exploring this building.
All right, let's see what's down the bottom of this building. I assume under this wood is a floor. Only one way to find out. All right, this is crazy. I feel like I'm in a zombie apocalypse. This is wild.
Oh, look at this.
And after a little more exploring, we stumbled across an area that might work for our shelter.
I feel like I can't turn it any lower than
I think
this.
this is where we should set up camp. You can see the entire city over here. Plus, we have a roof to protect us from rain.
Wow.
And now that we had our home base decided, the next step was to open up the supply crate left by the helicopter on the roof.
Let's pop open this crate so we can build camp.
We need some gear. Oh, whoa.
This crate contains all the survival gear we'll need for the next 7 days.
And so we don't have to carry stuff all the way down the stairs. We're just gonna drop it.
I love Mark Rober.
Chandler! We have a perfect assembly line. Chris, it's raining sleeping bags.
Chandler, there's our dinner plate.
Wait, Chandler, don't let it fall.
Chandler! Yeah! That was the coolest thing we've ever done.
But jokes aside, it was time to actually start surviving now.
Who wants fire duty?
We'll get it.
We're on bed duty.
Chris got started on making a fire with Mark.
I'm personally a fan of the log cabin when it comes to fires. Eagle Scout. Did I mention that yet?
While me and Chandler looked for something to sleep on.
This is what mattresses were like 100 years ago?
Wait, you found a mattress?
Yeah.
Where?
On the second floor in the corner.
That's all you.
Thanks.
You should wrap that thing in a tarp so you don't get destroyed by bugs.
I'm gonna wrap that mattress like a burrito.
And while Chandler took his chances with his sketchy mattress, the rest of us decided to sleep on wooden doors.
There's no shot that you're more comfortable than me right now.
My back already hurts.
There are so many buildings we have yet to explore in this city. Tomorrow's gonna be insane. We'll see you in the morning.
Even though our first day in the city went pretty smooth, something eerie did happen to occur later that night. While
At
we were
3
sleeping,
o'clock,
Mark
the
and some
witching
of the
hour?
camera guys woke up to the sound of breaking glass not far from the camp. Which made us start to wonder if we were really alone inside this city.
What was it? I thought I saw something.
But on top of the freaky noises, this shelter was way too windy to sleep.
How'd you guys sleep?
Bad.
So in pursuit of better sleep, we got up, got breakfast, and got prepared to find our new shelter.
I mean, this is the first time I've had chili for breakfast, but I'm so hungry I kind of don't care.
Well, since the raft. When have I ever been this excited over canned chili?
I think my brain tried to forget about that. Thanks.
So after a nutritious breakfast, we took off our drone to seek
I love
out a
a
new
savory
shelter in
breakfast,
the
though.
unexplored buildings.
We haven't explored that building. We haven't explored those hotels. It is an actual city here.
However, upon scanning the buildings, we did stumble upon an unexpected guest.
There's a cat.
There's a cat down there.
I'm gonna land the drone
my
right
goodness.
beside the cat.
Oh, here comes the
Oh, look at that shot.
He's so fat.
Oh, it's sniffing the camera. This cat has like no survival instinct. I promise we are not paying this cat to be an actor. As fun as playing with these cats is, we need to focus on shelter because it's gonna be freezing tonight.
And so we started our journey to find a sufficient shelter for the challenge.
Ooh, wait, what is this?
Whoa.
This is pretty.
It just has this type of like aesthetic to it that is like beautiful even though it's ugly.
Zombie apocalypse aesthetic.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, is that a pool?
Wow.
What the heck?
So eerie.
Back in the day, this used to...
Wait, what is this reminding me of? It's a zombie book, and there's literally a pool. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? This is literally
looks
the
something
same.
like this.
And after decades of rotting from being abandoned, this is what we're left with.
Wait, there's a soccer field?
The sport court.
Oh, is that a soccer ball?
I don't think it's
I
Daisy.
almost died. I bet this soccer ball is older than me.
Me older than all of us for sure.
Well, besides Mark, he's old. We have two options now. We can keep exploring down this cool looking tunnel and go check out the neighborhood. Or, with the hour of light we have left, we can prep for nighttime and not freeze all night.
Not freeze.
That sounds like a good idea.
I agree.
And after spending the entire day looking
That
for a
would be
new
my
shelter,
vote, too.
I just can't get over how massive this city is.
we finally found a place
No, I don't think it's World War Z either. It's like they're all like teenagers in the apocalypse. Let me see if I can look this up real quick. Sorry. This is my transformative content. Teenagers, zombie, apocalypse.
is fortified enough to call home.
So we don't freeze tonight, we're thinking of setting up camp in this room right here.
We'll have a fire pit right here. We can tarp the wall right there. It's gonna be comfy.
Yeah, Mark's gonna do all that.
I said we.
The only hard part is, come over here, our current camp and all our gear is all the
I don't
way
think
over
it's any
there.
of the
I
top
hope
10.
this place really works out, because it's gonna be a lot of effort to set up.
With the sun getting low and the temperature rapidly dropping, we made our way back to the old camping spot and packed up to settle into the new base.
We're heading to the new campsite.
The new camp, the new camp.
The new camp. Okay, we got, hurry up!
Hurry up!
Yikes.
The roof broke and all the water splattered on the ground.
This was actually a very serious
I
problem.
thought that guy was supposed to be smart.
Are you kidding me? More!
Sorry. Don't worry, dude. We got one bag of water left.
Carry this one down, please.
And now that half of our water is actually gone, the only possible way to complete this 7-day challenge would unfortunately be to send 2 of us home. So Chris and Chandler volunteered to leave the city, leaving Mark and I with just enough resources to make it the full 7 days.
Genuinely, I would be scared if we left Jimmy with anybody other than you. I think you got it.
You guys.
But before they left, we wanted to have one final feast with the whole gang.
Now that's a feastable
Oh my
s'more.
gosh.
My hair. Yummy.
Great melting point on the chocolate, Jimmy, if I may.
If you've tried Feastables before, the ones that used to look like this, you haven't tried Feastables. Our brand new formula tastes so much better. Genuinely, go to Walmart, try Feastables, and tell me what you think.
It's honest.
Oh, wait, I think that the Feastables that I saw, I went to a Target. I think they were the old ones anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to taste the new ones.
Way better than the old formula, but don't take my word for it. I just worked at NASA, so.
Well, I just had s'mores, so I can go to the boat now?
And so we launched a flare to signal the boat, which was actually pretty cool.
Bro, look how cool that looks. Wait, it's lighting up the entire city.
But the not cool part is now that Chris and Chandler are gone, it's just Mark and I surviving in this city.
I feel so lonely.
It's the first day without our friends, but we're gonna make the best of the situation.
Our objective for today is to upgrade our shelter.
We're gonna put up tarps and windproof this room. We're gonna build a fireplace in here and heat it up. We're gonna find shelves and tables. We're gonna make this place look like a home.
With some of the ideas
Those
we
are
have
cool
planned,
effects.
I might stick around till day 14.
He's lying.
And so we started exploring some nearby buildings to find furnishing for our shelter, which is when we found this awesome shelf, this little table, a massive carpet, and also this metal thing that was found by our camera guy.
Whoa, look at this chair. That works still, man. Bro, that's comf.
I found a fake TV. We can make it look like we have a TV now. It's a good find.
Wow, that's just so cool. It's like courtyard with the arches. Each building in this city has like its own personality.
What can we do with these?
We could use like a vent system like this, combined with these. We can make a fireplace. Wow, and like actual wallpaper?
We have wallpaper. What do we use it for?
To make the house a home, Jimmy.
It's like we went grocery shopping, but instead we grabbed a bunch of 30-year-old garbage. Honey, we're home. We found all this stuff. Now we're gonna start decorating.
We're no longer surviving, Jimmy. We're thriving.
I like that.
We literally spent the next 4 hours moving all of the rubble out of our shelter, which made us pretty thirsty.
The water in these sacks tastes like trash, which is why we all brought a Circle water bottle, because you can put a flavor cartridge in it and make water taste good.
This is my first time drinking a Circle bottle. Delightful experience.
You can determine the intensity. So if you're feeling really audacious, you can have level 9 flavor. Or if you're just a wuss, you can have level 1 flavor. Wanna try a 6?
6? I'll match your 6.
That
tastes
sounds like
awesome.
an ad.
Which flavor are you using?
I'm rocking Fruit Punch because it's got energy. And you know what we need right now, Jimmy?
Energy.
That's right.
Good thing Circle has our back.
And now that we had been hydrated, it was time to start crushing these renovations.
When everything's said and done, this room will be the greatest room in an abandoned city you've ever seen. This is our new shelf.
All right, let's see how she looks.
See that? See all that dust? Oh, isn't that satisfying? And now that the shelf is clean, we can use it to store food. For some reason, over half the food we packed is chili, and no one here likes chili. That's the non-chili row, that's the chili row, this is the Feastables row, right there. Now we have a table to put our Circle water bottles. Mark has a 22-ounce bottle, this is the 32-ounce bottle, and they have a metal double insulated bottle that you could get for free right now if you buy 10 flavor cartridges.
What a
That I can get
No, it's not a
for
steal, it's free.
Oh. All right.
That's gonna block a lot of wind.
And with our new door in place, we also hung up this huge tarp, which will allow us to keep all the heat from the fireplace inside our shelter.
Oxygen comes in, fire burns, sends heat in the room, sends smoke out. This is redneck engineering at its finest.
And finally, after being cold for so long,
All right.
Look at that. And we have a fire.
I can feel the heat coming
Aw.
up.
Jimmy rigged this up
It actually looks so cute.
from an abandoned city.
anyway, go to drinkcircle.com/MrBeast.
Or scan the QR code on his face if you want to order Circle right now. This is the final room. We have Planty in the corner. We have our beds that are now smaller. Tell me this isn't genius. This is Mark's iPad in the TV frame. Obviously some nice lighting, a furnace that is heating up the room, a real table with chairs, and a shelving unit with the scraps of food we have left, and a dirty towel we've been sharing. This is survival.
But just as our night was going so well, for the 5th day in a row,
They did such a good job
we
with
heard
it.
broken glass.
Mark,
I'm right here, dog.
What was that?
Man, we are having such a good day, too.
I want to go see who's upstairs. I'm carrying the knife as a threat, but
Oh
I'm
my
not gonna
God.
use it. Hey, if you're up here, just come out. I want to be best friends with you. Are you serious? You're not pranking me?
Bro, I swear to you, it was not me.
Hello?
It's gonna be the cat.
What is this?
What? Oh my gosh.
This is the most Mark Rover thing I've ever seen. What the heck? You swore!
So turns out Mark was pranking us, and he was the one dropping bottles this whole time.
I've got a remote control here. When no one suspects it, I can hold my sleeping bag, and I can start launching glass
I think I
bottles
would have
through the
preferred
roof
if it
and
was
get
the
everyone
cat.
out.
Oh my gosh. I thought I could trust you.
Boom.
Now that Mark's not pranking me, we re-rigged his contraption. Feast follows me. Here you go.
I'll take one.
I got one as well. That's
Cheers.
kind of cool.
To be honest, it was pretty easy to forgive Mark because we only had 1 day left in the challenge.
Good morning.
Good morning, Abandoned City! Abandoned City! Abandoned City!
It's so much colder out here than it is in there.
Let's go back!
It's now the morning of day 6. All the modifications we did were phenomenal, and it was at least 10 degrees warmer. That was amazing.
Slept incredible.
Mark, on our last real day, I say we go have some fun. Yeah!
Jimmy, is that a kayak?
I know what we should do with it.
They should use it.
Oh, now someone can kayak
Okay.
in this pool.
Me and Mark really did have a lot of fun. We played baseball, we played soccer. Mark even taught me how to skip rocks, scientifically.
There it is.
And even screaming at each other from different sides of the city.
Mark! What? Let's throw things off the roof at the same time!
Great idea!
To be honest, doing all these kind of dumb things really did take our minds off of how lonely the city really was. And by the time the final day of this challenge arrived, after cleaning up camp, we only had one objective in mind. Leaving this place and never coming back.
Freedom! Huge shout out to Mark. He didn't
Imagine
have to do
landing
this.
that
He
in
has his own
GTA.
channel, is very busy. Here's his channel. I appreciate you. And let's get out of here. Let's go!
By the way, I'm giving away $10,000 a day every day for the next 15 days to random people who buy our new Feastables bar. Go buy the new formula, it tastes amazing.
Okay, fine, I'll try my best. Video kind of sad, the city will be silent again. I felt like it was a good video. It was a lot slower than his usual pacing, except for the intro, but that might also just have been because I had it playing really loud on accident. Oh yeah, you said he had a Druid Sandstorm story? Okay, I'll tell this first really quick. It's not like a long story, but I was listening to music with my family and I wanted to play Sandstorm by Mariba and Jid, and I asked, they have like a Google Play, or what are those called, like the Google thing. So I said, hey Google, play Sandstorm by Mariba and Jid, and then Sandstorm by Druid started playing. Google Home, yeah, that's what it's called. Anyway, that's my story. What else was I gonna say? I wanted to stream this episode when I was out of town, but the Wi-Fi was just terrible. I think because I still have like an internet addiction, I was still watching YouTube videos, but I couldn't watch them in anything other than 130p. It was terrible. Or I mean, sorry, 160p. Not at 1080, not at 720, not at 480, not even at 360p. 160p. Were you still watching at 2 times speed? Of course. It was chaotic. It was chaotic. Basically only audio. But anyway, thanks for watching with me. I actually feel fine now. I think I'm over the jet lag hump, but I need to sleep so that I can fix my sleep schedule. Because I guess right now it's like 5 p.m. in Mexico in my brain, so Thanks for hanging out with me. We're doing well. Good night. Hopefully anything I said during the stream made sense. I literally forgot everything that we did already, but hope to see you on Wednesday for we're gonna try the Zapper stream for GTA, and I think I have a plan for next weekend as well. Wait, let me look at my calendar real quick. Notion calendar. Has anyone started using Notion calendar yet? I thought I wouldn't, but I've been using it since it launched. Let's see. Okay, so here's my plan. GTA stream on Wednesday, the 13th. And then stream on 16th, where I speedrun learning how to play Minecraft. How do we feel about that? Oh, also we're still on watch party on accident. My bad. But yeah, that's the plan for this week. And then hopefully I can work a little bit on the next Path Reacts video. And if you haven't already, I think you can type !submit and the Google form is open. I haven't posted it on Discord yet because I haven't done much editing, but that's okay. Chat will be the best backseaters for Minecraft. Thank you so much. Are you going to make a server? So we do have a server for the Discord in the summer. We play in seasons because after a while people lose interest. So just keep an eye out on the Discord server. I'll announce it. It's usually not until summer. So like June-ish. But yeah, I think it'll be a fun time. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for... I already said that. Okay, hope you're having a good morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope you have a good one. Good night. Bye. Also, I have to pee. Really bad. Glad you had fun on your trip. Welcome back. Thank you so much. I'm gonna edit, I think, the video a little bit and post it on Run stuff. So if you see it floating around on anything passing the planet, it's probably me. This is not a secret stream. This is just me signing off. Unless... No, I have to sleep. I have to sleep. I have to sleep. I have to sleep. I have to sleep.